right? And skippable cutscenes. I'm gonna get started, and then I can start yapping at you. 30-second skippable cutscenes. I got the right splits up here because these splits as notes. Yeah. I got the right splits up here because these splits as notes. Yeah. Good to go. Good to go. In 3, 2, 1, go. Ow. Ow. So this is Poke%, which means we're going to explore a new timeline in the world of Earthbound. As the Apple of Enlightenment says, the destined party of heroes who are going to set forth and defeat Kaius are 3 boys and a girl, which doesn't necessarily mean that party has to include Ness. And that's what we're going to explore today. What happens if Ness just decides not to show up for the party? Doesn't feel like saving the world this go round. Who is going to step in to take his place? And in today's one, it's going to be Pokey. We're going to be using, we're going to have good prime original Pokey in our party, as opposed to evil antagonist Pokey that joins the enemy team. This is also based very heavily on Pajama%. I learned the Pajama% run first, and then I wanted to do something a little bit different with that set of glitches. All of which is to say, this is one of those fun speedruns that lets you use pre-made save files to do glitches, kind of like Yuffie Skip in Final Fantasy VII. All of it's just a long way to say we're a minute 15 in a run, and I'm already hitting the reset button, and we got a pretty big trick here coming up. We're going to be doing many stairs glitches in this run. Not all of them are always going to look the same. Let me turn the light game up a little bit because I'm going to need it later. And I'm you know what? I got stuck in that bus stop sign. I'm just going to take another swing at that. Don't want to get off to a sloppy start. I might have too much audio. But what I'm trying to do with the stairs glitch is have a character who has a damage over time effect and very low health. Like right now, who's got a Sunstroke and 7 HP. So we're going to game over here very shortly if I don't heal. What I'm trying to do is get a game over on these stairs. But I want to do it in a very specific way. Hang on a second. Get to the bottom. I want to turn around. Good. I got a game over right as I stepped onto the staircase. We're not going to continue. Not going to continue. Stairs are very complicated in Earthbound. There's a lot going on behind the scenes when you step on a staircase. One of the things that is happening is the game is teleporting you into kind of the middle of the staircase. And since we got the game over when we did, the only thing the game knows is that, oh, you stepped on this staircase in 3'd. I need to teleport you from a little bit off center of the staircase to the center of it, but it doesn't really care where the start location of that teleport is. It just knows it needs to put you on that exact pixel. So when you get the game over, the game's thinking, okay, next frame that we're not in combat, we're not in the menu, not doing something like that. The next frame, we're gonna teleport you to those stairs. So you get the game over, you load in your, I'm gonna call it your playthrough file, your speedrun file. And it teleports Ness all the way to that staircase. And Ness is gone. We're not going to see Ness as an active party member for the rest of the run. We may see Ness's sprite show up from time to time. Just brief glimpses of the timeline, air quote, as it should have been. But we're going to be seeing a lot more of our friend Barbecue wings, as opposed to Ness, especially near the start of the run here. Excuse me. Because we don't have Ness in the party, we don't have access to Ness's ATM card. We can still get money out of the bank account, but we get exactly half of the money that we earn in this run. So money is very tight. The money route's extremely delicate. So I'm going to pick up some extra items that otherwise I wouldn't need, that are just going to go in the inventory just to be sold later. Especially early on in the run, I want to grab an extra plush teddy bear. And they're very expensive. Well, let me rephrase that. Teddy bears are cheap. I can pick up a teddy bear. I can pick up some of the free ones. And if I had to buy one, they're pretty cheap. The problem is the cheap ones are all way out of the way and very slow to get to. The teddy bear that I have quick and easy access to is a 4-digit item. It's like $1,000, almost $1,200 teddy bear. So I need money. Money. So that pop gun, we're gonna sell that. You're required to pick that up though. Someone's hat you're not required to pick up. I'm gonna sell that too. And we're done in Snowden. There's our friend Tony giving us a boost over the gate. Now we're gonna come over here and save. We're gonna do another stairs glitch, but I'm gonna load the other file this time. We don't have to do that long, windy stairs glitch in 3'd. It's a lot more complicated, has a lot more going on. We can use this save file that's in Summers. Right out of bounds. Go right outside. Right down to the staircase. And you notice this time, I was in the middle of the staircase, and you won't. The next time we do a 3'd skip or a 3'd glitch, you notice I get the game over there on the first stair of the staircase, right on the edge of the staircase. This time, I'm not trying to teleport to Summers. I just want to be able to walk out of bounds. So I want to get the game over in the middle of the staircase, because now I can walk through walls. The game doesn't know to turn walls back on yet until I step off the staircase, or in this case, when we walk through a door. I almost skipped an entire split and got lost in the void. But we'll talk about the void in a little bit too. I was too busy blabbing about something else to cover it there. Like I said, we'll be going out of bounds a lot, so we'll have a chance to go over it. There's our trash hamburger. What I need is the town map. The town map's really is what's going to let me go out of bounds, take better advantage of the out of bounds glitches in this game. It'd be really nice if I could get the sound stone, but that's a very slow process to get that off of Ness. I want to get back to winners, and the best way to do that is to just eat a game over. Anybody wants to fight me, that'd be great. Oh. And we're gonna save the game again and go right back out of bounds. Because I know it's called Poke%, but Poke's role in the prologue, at least, isn't really going to change. Really, who's going to set forth and, I would say, learn about the storyline here, but we're not actually going to skip that. But the character that's actually going to take Ness's place in the prologue is going to be Barbecue, our friend Jeff here. So we're gonna go from the Winter's Drugstore all the way back to Ness's house. You can see it looks like we're walking in the void, but in reality, there's not really a void in Earthbound. Everything in the entire world of Earthbound exists on the one same giant map file. You see, there's the drugstore for Onett. The only reason why I can't see things is because the only thing loaded into memory right now are the graphics for the drugstore. But see, there's the meteorite crashing inside of Ness's house. So I open and close the map here. It loads in the graphics that I need for Ness's house and how I can walk around here. And that's the trick. Because there's not really a void. Even here, even though I'm in bounds and inside the house, out there in what looks like the void is something. There's other rooms there. I can't remember exactly what's next to it, but there's something over there. You just can't see it because of the way that the game loads the tile sets in and out of memory. Really? If I were a 80% or 80% glitchless Earthbound speedrunner, I could stutter step through here and probably avoid these encounters. And other than knowing that it's called stutter stepping, so you're probably meant to do something like this. I don't really know too much about stutter stepping to avoid encounters, but the popgun's gonna make quick work of everything. So if I can't really dodge it, I'm just gonna take him out and pick up a little bit of extra EXP. Yeah, see, it's just bad spawn location. Oh, we got one hit anyway. And if you are, if you've played a lot of Earthbound and you're really observant, you've probably got one question back here. You're like, wait a minute, there's not supposed to be enemies here anyway. There were no enemies when Ness is walking up to talk to Pokey to begin with at the start of the game, and you're right. There is not supposed to be enemies spawning here. That's because at the start of the game, the game will turn off the switch that makes random enemies spawn. Turns it off right at the start as you're waking up as Ness. But when you watch the cutscene for Jeff's prologue, where you're introduced to Jeff, that turns the switch back on. And that's why, even though we're at the air quote start of the game, there's still random enemies to deal with. You're not okay. Just come here. Just made a beeline right for me. It was not gonna let me despawn. Oh, don't start this now. Thank you. Ooh, bonus healing item. That's actually not the worst outcome in that. Extra healing item for the first half of the run. See, there was somebody there, somebody different, somebody who's not me was there for just a second, and they disappeared. You'll see, Ness's mom just runs off the screen. She's programmed to follow Ness in this sequence. And Ness is, I assume, at 000 on the map. So she's trying to run to 00 to go follow Ness. Something like that. I'm not saying that that's exactly how it's working, but something in that ballpark. Wherever Ness exists in the world, that's where Mom was trying to get to. We've also changed out of our pajamas, so even though Ness isn't here, this is an invalid pajama percent run. Which is more than just a cosmetic thing. The pajama percent category is so named because, again, you have to play through that while Ness is still in his pajamas. You can't change out of the pajamas, which is not just I guess something not just cosmetic thing, because if you change out of your pajamas, you get this phone call. And if you don't get this phone call, you can't save the game by calling Ness's dad. You have very, very limited save opportunities in pajama percent. Because you can't call Ness's dad. So you have to call, like, the other guest characters, like, Just Professor and Pooh for some reason can call Ness's dad. But it's kind of a weird conversation there. Because the game just forces you to have some play to save when you're doing Pooh's introduction. But you can only do it at the phone locations that Pooh would have access to in the LOM. So Pooh can't just save anywhere he wants to. But since we were able to get the phone call from our dad, we can save anywhere we want to in this category, which is good because we want to go out of bounds in lots of different places. And next thing we're actually going to be doing is heading to the desert. Am I going north or south? I'm going south. to get a damage over time effect, we're gonna have to have Sunstroke on Jeff for a while. That means the game's going to flicker every, what, 6 to 8 seconds, maybe 8 to 10 seconds. The screen is gonna flash. And we're gonna have to hold on to it for quite a while here. But I'm gonna need it to do even more stairs glitches, because we haven't seen all the different ways we can take advantage of stairs in this game yet. And, oh yeah, well, A, I've taken some damage, but also, B, I need to take a nap. Barbecue is a engineering technological genius, so if you sleep and you have a broken item in your inventory, sometimes sometimes Barbecue can fix broken items. And that broken spray can is worth a lot more if it's been fixed. So I need the extra money. And there we go. We've already got Sunstroke. So we got good RNG on that, because I've been getting miserable Sunstroke RNG. So we got that nice and early. Now I've just got to pick up the rest of my items here. There's one more to pick up here in the desert. Do a little bit of shopping. And then we'll be on our way to our first boss fight. 17. That. It's $1,000 lying in a present in the middle of the desert. No big deal. 11. Gonna have to heal here. Because I want low hit points. I just didn't want them quite yet. Alright, let's sell. This. This. Fence spray. Have anything else to sell while I'm here? The pop gun, Holmes hat, yeah, those can both go. I think that's enough cash. There should be enough cash. Oh, I don't need to wait for hit points yet. Just save the game. And go out of bounds again. Stuck in the table. Yeah. That happens sometimes, and I wish I knew what I was doing differently the couple of times that does happen. Like I'm fat fingering something, and I just don't know what it is. There we go. Alright, what are we doing? We're going shopping, that's right. We're going shopping. We gotta go pick up our super plush teddy bear. So one nice thing about being out of bounds is not just that you can walk through walls like this, it's also that you cannot get into random encounters. So even though some enemies are going to spawn here, most likely, can't do anything to me. They can keep chasing me, but that's it. Keep losing count. Yeah, I got plenty of cash. Nope. I just gotta wait for it to tell me I have low hit points, and we'll be making our next 3 stairs glitch. And we're actually going to do 2 stairs glitches back to back here, which is why I need Sunstroke on Barbecue Wings on the speedrun file. We're going to do a stairs glitch on the main save file now too. Excuse me. Yeah, good. I'm glad I put a hitch in his step because I was a little too fast going down the stairs there. Alright, so what should happen this time is Jeff on our speedrun file with Sunstroke and low hit point should be moved to that staircase. And what I want to do is get to the top, turn around, and get the text box right there. That looks good. Getting the text box right there lets me get out of bounds on this play file. But most importantly, far more importantly, it lets me get out of bounds out of this room. And I want to keep, I'm not even going to have my right hand on the controller. I don't want to touch this map button. Because as we've talked about before, you open the map button, it's going to reload the graphics. It's going to load in a different tile set. I need that tile set for that little itty bitty room we just left to stay loaded in memory. So I'm going to listen to music as an audio cue and just walk to the void here for a little bit. Because the place I want to go to isn't on the town map. So there's no way for me to load it into memory. I have to start my out of bounds trip somewhere where those graphics are already loaded in. Turn. 15, 11. Alright, see, now we're inside of Dungeon Man. Ooh. Ooh. I will take a little bit heal. See if I can get to the machine up ahead. Wait. Oh, shoot. I haven't actually done it since my Sunstroke does it. Oh, no, look what I've done. I've healed my Sunstroke. No wonder why I never do that. Oh, why am I getting off of my notes? I was trying to save myself a menu, and then I remembered why I don't do that. Oh, just terrible decision. I forgot it did that. Oh, gone it. I still need Sunstroke on the main save file, obviously. Oh, why did I forget? How could I forget? Because I never do it. And I erase it from my memory. And I was like, why don't I just heal there? See, and now I'm being punished because I gotta do this again. Oh, what made me go off script? That's okay.
No worries. It's all good.
Oh, yeah. It'll be alright, just making more work for myself. That timing's better. Yeah, there we go. Alright, let's hit the second half of this. The track. Easy peasy. needed to heal after the submarine trip because I can heal for free there too. That's what I should have done. That's what I usually do. I was like, no, the machine will just be the cutscene's faster. Here we go. And 7. So we'll heal a little bit early this time. There we go. Back on track. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Lots of enemies there. You can see the sprite lag. Alright, now I gotta heal again. Alright. There's only one more thing that can go wrong in this little bitty sequence here, and that is this cutscene can soft lock. One of the other things that's kind of weird about stairs in this game is if you've just done a stairs glitch, and I'm not going to explain this perfectly because I don't know all the details, but if you do a stairs glitch and you go to a Y coordinate that's north of the stairs, like at any X coordinate, but you're north of where the staircase start or finish, it will teleport you to the stairs. The problem is this cutscene can get teleported to the stairs, which is going to soft lock it. The game's gonna have no idea what to do. It'll try to take the submarine over to Summers. You'll hear the music change and everything, and you know something's just gone terribly wrong. Got plenty of health, don't need to heal now. Just need to do some shopping. Might need to heal on our way back though. If you're not familiar with this game, our friend Barbecue, aka Jeff here, can use fireworks, bombs, explosives. He's the only character that can use those items, and they're items you can buy that deal a lot of damage in one turn. I feel like I'm short something. What am I missing? If I can go. Am I short? Oh, I'm not. There we go. See, 17,000. I told you the money route's really, really close here. Yeah, we will. No, I got an extra item for just this purpose. I don't need to eat the cutscene. Already wasted enough time. Let's just heal the bird. Go out of bounds here too. But right now we're in the deep darkness. So named because, as you can see, there's a lot of what looks like the void there. You're supposed to use a magical item called the Hawkeye to let you see in the deep darkness. But even if you can see, you have to go through the deep swampy waters there. Your movement speed's very, very slow. Plus, there's lots of enemy spawns there. And I'm obviously severely underleveled. It's just not a safe place to be. Even in like a vanilla playthrough, or I guess I'll call them like a closer to an 80% speed run, where you'd have more experience points under your belt. It's just not a safe place to be. So we're going to save there and go out of bounds, which is something that Pajama Percent can't do. You can't save out that bird in Pajama Percent. But we can skip all of deep darkness just like this. Anyway, head right back outside. This is a big wall of text here. Mash through. It's well as a big boss fight coming up, so I want to save for the boss fight, but I want to save after the wall of text, just in case. Just casually a death ray in the trash can there, no big deal. Plenty of health. Right, let's see how the end respawns are today. Nothing? Nothing's after me today? Oh man, it is my lucky day. I'm stuck on something. Oh, come on, let me through. There we go. There we go. It's a little too far south. You also take damage over time walking through the swamp, so I'm taking double damage over time right now, which is always fun. Oh no. There's an enemy spawn there. Oh, not gonna let me buy, are you? It's actually good I got that random red roll to drop earlier. Oh no, please despawn. Come on. So I'm gonna need one more healing item here than I normally would. Thanks to that little excursion. Earthbound has something that's called rolling hit points. When you take damage, you don't take it all at once. It ticks off one by one by one by one when you take damage in combat. So it's very important I come in here with maximum health, so I've got the most amount of time to mash through text and get to the part of the text wall of text where I'm dealing damage. This is also where the super plush teddy bear comes into play. The super plush teddy bear can take damage in my place. Yep, like just happened. Super plush bear became a big pile of fluff, so I'm down $600, but should be okay. Got a nice damage roll, so we one-hit the boss. And our friend Caribbean Jerkwings has arrived. And we got a huge wall of text here because everybody's gonna get a big level up here. So if there's anything to talk about for the charity or the event, now's a good time to do it.
Absolutely. Well, you are watching Running for Reals 2024. And if you've enjoyed the event, spread the word. Any friends, family that you might know that are going to be interested in speedrunning content or the charity that we're raising money for, let them know that we're here. Drop a follow yourself. Every little bit helps and gets more eyes on this cause, and many hands makes light work. So do that is probably the biggest thing you can do, next to just donating directly, which !donate in chat will get you a link to our Tiltify page. While you're there, we have one last poll that's open for the special guest, with Doggo and Flying Man still leading with $25. So get those donations in. I would like to read any and all of your comments. That is my sole purpose in life here. So get those in, and let's hear it. Is there something that Sushi? Is there something that the folks out there should comment on? A favorite character, or something of that?
For the poll that you mean?
Yeah, or just in general. Like, I want to read some opinions.
Oh, what did I run into? So for the guest character, I guess I just oh wow, you're not gonna be told, just to keep it in the scope of the poll that's still open. Tony and Dungeon Man are two characters that, even with all of the out of bounds abilities that I have at my disposal, where I wanted to go, just better please teleport. Even with all the out of bounds tricks I have, I can't really get to them and get out and keep playing the game. So if they do win, it will have to be through the debug menu, but it's also a chance to talk about the debug menu, which this game has a really good. Where am I going? This game has a really good debug menu, with a lot of different features in it. It's also not at all translated, so we would get a chance to poke through that. You also just don't get to see very much of Tony. Like the little bit that we saw of Tony playing as through Jeff's introduction, that's pretty much it for the game. Just a couple of minutes. And the same thing for Dungeon Man. You get this big, nice, long introduction to Dungeon Man. You go through the whole dungeon, and then he just leaves the party right away. So it's a good opportunity to get to see more of those characters. Dungeon Man also does things in combat, which may or may not be helpful in the final boss fight. So it will throw a lot of RNG and chaos into the final boss fight. So if you're interested in seeing that, that's a good reason to donate for them. For the package of characters, that includes Picky and Buzzbuzz. Buzzbuzz is programmed to open up the fight by putting a PK shield on everybody, so that should be really, really helpful. So if you want to be really, really helpful to the run, you can donate for them. But the other choices would all be kind of neutral as far as time and difficulty and such are concerned.
All right, so if you all out there want to see Tony and Dungeon Man and that debug menu, we need $26 raised. And if you want Buzz and Picky and the Bubble Monkey in the party, we also need at least $26. Get those donations in. What about how long do you think we'll need, or that will, words. About how long do you think it'll be before that decision needs to be made?
So we would need to know at the end of the Lumen Hall split, which in my PB is an hour into the run. So we've got, I'm going to say probably about 25 minutes. Because it could be a little bit after that, but about 25 minutes before that would have to close.
So that's the challenge, chat. We need at least $26 to get one of those other options, besides the doggo and flying man. Although getting a dog is also pretty sweet. So if you want to make sure that happens, better defend it. Get those donations in. I believe in you.
It's not gonna look super interesting, but there's a lot going on in this little sequence of events. We can avoid the crow there. So I'm gonna come in here and start this cutscene talking to Paula. And for kayfabe purposes, what we don't know is when we walk outside, the game wants us to get into a long, very, very, very important cutscene where we talk to Pokey. So what it's going to do is it's going to turn two switches off. The game has turned off the switch that damage over time effects. You can see not taking any damage anymore. It also turns off the switch that makes random enemies spawn. It doesn't want me to walk outside, get into a fight, get a game over, and skip this cutscene. But there's nothing we can do about the fact that I have teleport when I'm not meant to. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a teleport. We're gonna head to Winters. Try not to bonk. And we've done more than just skip the cutscene. What the cutscene does at the end of talking to Pokey is it would turn those switches back on, and we've managed to skip doing that. So right now, when I load back into the game, it will turn on the damage over time effects, but it won't turn the enemy spawns back on. So for now, until I watch specific cutscenes, not every cutscene will turn enemy spawns back on, But for now, until the end of Magic Camp, which is almost the end of the game, I don't have to worry about random encounters. And this is an RPG. If you don't have to worry about random encounters in an RPG, you're in business. You're in for some really fast speed running times. Especially if in a game like this you can get away with doing a very low level run. We're going to be skipping a whole lot of combat, and Magic Hand in particular is going to be much different than you're probably used to seeing. But right now we're going to be walking through the void for a while here. But again, I need to watch my hit points. I need to get back the critical hit points. So even though I've got a long way to run and these skip sandwiches make me move faster, I'm only going to use one. Because if I use more than one, I end up just having to wait for my hit points to tick off anyway. So it's just a waste, unfortunately. So mashing the map button, because we should be ending up in Foresight here in just a little bit. There we go. Here. Should load in the purple room. Yep. And from the purple room, we're going to head all the way back to where we just started. Because right next to the drugstore in Winters is the building in Happy Village where Carpenter is made headquarters. The blue headquarters. So we're gonna head all the way back there. As long as I don't touch the map button here. You'll even hear, we'll hear a lot of the same music. We'll walk through Summers. There's the Summers music. And if I find the right spot, we can load in the drugstore music that we actually started with too. But I think we're gonna miss the trigger for it if I just keep holding this direction. See, there it is. And right around here, I think would be the drugstore. But yeah, it's not loading in the... Yep, there it is. There's the music for the drugstore. So just did a huge lap. Badge on the right person. Yeah, okay. Don't need any big expense items for this one. I'm just gonna make do with what we've got here. You can even one-shot with freeze. There we go. Pretty easy damage roll. Didn't have to go to a second turn. I'll take that. Now we can go add Paula to the party. Buffalo Wings to the party, rather. And we'll have our full collection of party members for the run. Just like the Apple of Enlightenment said. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second. Who's the... That's Evil Pokey. See, there's two Pokies. We have the good, righteous protagonist Pokey. That's evil antagonist Pokey. Ah, I lied. See, yeah, right, whatever. Every time. See, no crows at all showed up here because again, enemy spawns is still turned off. Use the key. And a brand new party leader. Deep darkness. Now we get to go on our first air quote ATM run of the run. Let's teleport through Swamp here for the extra movement speed. See, this is, he calls himself a cash dispenser man. If we want to withdraw cash, he'll charge a handling fee, which is the amount of our withdrawal. So we got 3,700 in the bank. If I withdraw 1,850, I get 1,850, but then I have to pay him 1,850, which is why I said we have access to exactly half of the money we earn in this run. It's a very, very delicate, tight money route. Like, the teddy bear that I bought that got me through that last boss fight, I could have resold it for $600 or so, and I don't have access to that, so that's gonna mean some, we're not gonna have as many safety bottle rockets later on in the run. Can't have anything else to sell right now, right? Oh, we look good. I'm gonna go fight Starman, so I do need a multi-bottle rocket. I know it looks like I got one of my inventory. I'll talk about that in a little bit too. See, I can't even afford any super bombs. Is the cost of losing the teddy bear. So I've got to get a good damage roll off of our what would normally be our 1 bottle rocket. But I noticed at some point, somehow I managed to get the glitch where I duplicated my multi-bottle rocket earlier. And if you asked me to explain how it works, I couldn't explain it to you because the chances of it happening are extremely, extremely low. But that's why I've got an extra one, and I'm trying to hold on to it for the end of the game if I can. The good thing is that, for the most part, until the end of the game, if I don't get a good damage roll on the first turn, I'm probably going to game over anyway, so we should be able to hold on to that for the end of the run, just because I'm not going to have any say in the matter anyway. But that worked out really nice, losing the $600 from losing $600, but getting extra 2,100 in a free multi-bottle rocket. It's a really big deal. Especially when we go through Magic Camp, that's gonna get me out of a tricky situation there, I'm sure. And right now I'm just waiting for my hit points to pick off. You can see, even just using the 1 skip sandwich didn't really save me a ton of time because I'm sitting here waiting anyway. But, it's still faster to use exactly 1 skip sandwich there. We've got one last, knock on wood, one last trip to Threed for the run. So if I hit this double stairs glitch, we can finally heal the sunstroke off of barbecue wings and not have to deal with that anymore, or this long and convoluted stairs glitch process. This should be the last one of the run. Oh, that's close. Oh, that was a little closer than I wanted it to be. It's not always great at speedrunning trick where you can do it too quickly and it doesn't work. That's always the best. We're good. That looks good too. Alright, hey, let's go. Alright. Let's give it a sunstroke. Let's heal Jeff. Just give sandwiches. There we go. Put on the metal now. Let's go. Waiting for the hotel music. Not the hotel. Second time you hear the hotel music. Second time you hear the drugstore music. I know I'm in the right spot. I just think I've just forgotten what the music cue actually is. Again, don't open the map, because right now the tile set that's loaded in is the same tile set as for the Starman base. I'm stuck in the corner, come on, there we go. So either this multi-bottle rocket will win the fight, or we game over because we can't survive this PK Starstorm. Paul's not gonna get any EXP. Oop, nope, that's game over. Yep.
Oh no.
Nothing I can do about that. That's just RNG. If I had one extra super bomb that I could have put on Korean Jerk wings, that probably would have gotten me over. It's a little bit of the less cash did come back to bite me a little bit, but that's just all RNG. Not really a lot I could do about that. The only regret is that it's such a long wind up to get back up there for the fight. You also see it's really important we get barbecue wings up to max health. It's kind of hard to see if you're not looking for it or you're not really familiar with the rolling hit points in this game. But we have Pokey in the party who contributes nothing. His battle script has 2 lines in it. It's waste a turn and waste a turn. That's all Pokey will do. But Pokey is still an active party member, so he will take damage, which is extra tech to me to mash through. And remember, every time I'm mashing a button trying to get through text, it means, you know, Jeff's hit points is going down to 0 because he's gonna get one shot. There's nothing I can do about that. So I have to mash through extra text trying to just get to Jeff's turn, because if he can get to his turn before he hits 0 hit points, he'll shoot the bottle rocket anyway. And at the end of the day, if every character on the screen, of all my characters and all the enemy characters are all at 0 hit points, we win. The tie goes to the runner in that case, if you will. But the teddy bear will also take a hit. I probably should have just sold the teddy bear, but it wouldn't have gotten me any items that I need right now, unfortunately. So I didn't think about it. Oh no! That's actually, if I could get a good damage roll. I get one good damage roll, right? I don't know if I can get out of this one either. Let me think. Is there anything I can do here? I wanted that to go the other way around. Look, I'm getting good RNG in that Jeff's still upright, but I think I'm out of bombs now. Oh, that's right. Taking out the leader takes the... Oh, it's been so long since I've seen that happen that I forgot that that's what happens. You take out the leader and the minions will all despawn too. So we went from really bad RNG to really good RNG, and that the Starman decided not to one-shot us on the first turn. And we got the really, really good RNG of having an extra multi-bottle rocket just fall in our laps. So 2 complete opposite ends of the spectrum there. I tell you, I really do love Earthbound. It is definitely by far my favorite video game of all time. I love Earthbound to death. But the inventory management system in this game is so frustrating. And we're about to talk about it right here, because you can see my party leader is knocked out. But when the character gives me an item, or I find an item, it goes to the party leader's inventory. You know, unless it's full. But see, barbecue added the X amounts to buffalo wing stuff. I need to use this exit mouse, but this character is knocked out, so they can't use it. So I have to give it to another character, go back in, and now I can use it. Just let me use the item. Like, come on now. All right, we are going to, we need to get, going to, I think we're going to Annette. We need to get the Overcoming Shyness book. What did I bonk on? The tree? I bonk. I can't believe I hit the tree from there. That's wild. All right, hold on. I have only enough for teleport A. I need to find some room to work with here. Go down. Yeah, I'm gonna go down and around here. Nope, don't block me. All right. We've got one kind of long, wait, there we go. One kind of long cutscene, and then one boss fight, and then we really should be, come on now, should be thinking about closing up the poll there. So if you'd like to get any donations in, and choose which guest characters are coming with us, now is the time to get those in. I need to go shopping. I don't have a choice. I don't have my extra bottle rocket right now. Oh wait, I can just heal. I can take a nap. That's right. Let me turn this turbo button off. There we go. Yeah, that'll get me a bottle rocket. I don't think I have anything else to sell, right? No. Will give me a bottle rocket and a super bomb? It will. Okay, so I don't need to go pick up my money yet. Actually, I need to do this over in Tenda Village, huh? I'm actually going to save here, and we're not going to do a stairs glitch, but I'm going to reset so that I can stay in the inn here. Otherwise, the game's going to soft lock because of the stairs glitch that I did. What's going to happen is I'll stay at the inn, and it'll teleport me inside the inn, and then teleport me to the staircase kind of at the same time, and that's when the game's going to soft lock. Assuming it doesn't just crash and fade to black, but I need to pick Paul up. I need Paul to get EXP from somewhere. Oh, I mean, I need to, well, no, I better. Because I don't want to be stuck in, I don't want to be stuck not being able to teleport. I better just go ahead and take a little bit of a time loss here and heal up. Also going to make this menu a lot easier. There we go. This is the one time we see Photo Guy in this category.
Fuzzy Pickles.
Fuzzy Pickles. And then we get to enter the player's name. And usually. I don't put that up for an incentive because it's fun to put in. Like, it's running for Reels chat. We're gonna put in running for Reels chat today. Everybody, all of you out there in TV land, you're gonna help us out with the speedrun a little bit later on. Comes to fighting to find a boss. But it's not what I want, actually. I want to add chat at the end of that. Also, look at how many letters you get. You get so many letters for this. And that's because in the Japanese version of Eartbound, in Mother 2, it actually asks you for 2 names. It asks you for the name in, I think, like hiragana, maybe hiragana, katakana, and then it asks you for the name in Romaji. But you don't have that issue in English. You just have, the one alphabet. So they just put all of that space together for you to put in one very long name if you want to. And we're in the dungeon now. We're in Lumen Hall now. So this really is the end of it. The next boss fight what am I doing? The next boss fight we run into will be the end of the poll. So if you want to flip who is in the lead there.
All right, last chance.
Yeah, it's your last chance. You've got a minute, maybe a minute to do so. Hopefully just a minute. Always like that too. I bought all the skip sandwiches when Jeff was party leader. But if you're just mashing through the text, what happens is you go into Jeff's inventory, grab the skip sandwich, and use it on Paula. So Paula just turns around, reaches into Jeff's backpack, takes out his sandwich, and just eats it right in front of him. Got ourselves a rabbit's foot. It's going to increase our viewing speed. Which means he's going to go first. He's going to get those multi-bottle rockets out super early. Higher speed also helps those multi-bottle rockets actually hit. Because what it actually is just a bundle of 20 attack rolls all into one item. All of which have a chance to miss. That was a nice damage roll. And the boss used a neutralizer, so if this doesn't take them out, we can actually use our PK abilities. I don't think I've got... Oh, I do have a big bottle rocket left. That doesn't do it. That should do it though. Yeah, nice. Okay. Poor Buffalo Wings got no XP out of the last fight, so we've got a lot of text to mash through.
If you don't mind me asking, what got you into running this game?
Well, like I said, this is definitely by far my favorite game, and I didn't want to speedrun it because it was my favorite game. I was like, I'm gonna learn how to, skip everything. And I just like playing a game. Why am I gonna want to skip through my favorite game? Things like that. It was actually many years ago now. Pidge01 actually started learning Pajama Percent. And I watched that run. I said, oh my gosh, this is fantastic. It's such a weird and goofy run. Because the premise is just really kind of kooky. You're trying to keep Ness in his pajamas and beat the whole game, which really fits with the vibe of Earthbound, I think. And also, you do so much out of bounds play in that category. But while you do so, you get to hear like little snippets of the whole soundtrack. You get a nice little medley of all the music, which is really nice. That's really my favorite part of the game is the soundtrack. So I said, okay, if I'm gonna learn a speedrun of Earthbound, and I still didn't know if I really want to, but if I'm gonna learn one, it's gonna have to be that one, because it's weird, it's not too long, the glitches are pretty easy, and you still get all of the music. You feel like you still get to see everything the game has to offer, as far as what makes it fun for me and why I keep coming back to it. that's what got me into it. That's also why I haven't picked up the other categories. Is if I'm gonna sit down and really play Earthbound, I kind of just want to play it. I either want to go through it really quickly, or I just want to, really dive into it and play through it again, vanilla, for the first time in a while, and not really anything in between. The only other category I'd think about picking up would be all photos, because I love the photo guy. I love the photo guy as a kid. I think it's just such a neat concept. No other game had something like that as a kid. It was just my favorite. It was one of my favorite parts of the game too. So that's another category I'd think about picking up, but finding time to learn a longer one like that is a whole other discussion.
Yeah, it takes a while to learn a new route, and even for the same game that you're already running.
Yeah. And that's probably best time to close the poll there. If someone wants to let me know who won, because depending on who won, it might be the split I need to do stuff on.
I will do one more refresh here, and we are going with Doggo and Flying Man with $25.
Nice. Okay, so I do need to pick up a Flying Man because they're about to head to Magic Camp actually. So I'll grab a Flying Man friend. Also,
thank you so much to everyone who donated. Sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Yes, dude, thank you so much for doing for a fantastic cause. I work with the local social services. I work for the benefits team, but we work very closely with the services team. So I know how important something like I know how important the reels are for helping children get adopted, and I know that especially as kids get older, closer to 18, they're just less likely to be adopted. This statistics show. So helping those kids get adopted, helping them find families is really, really important. And it's just something that there's only so many ways, you can really get hands-on and help necessarily. But it is one thing that anybody can do to help is to get involved with a fundraiser like this, raising money for a good cause. So thank you very much for everybody who donated and helped out with staffing the event, doing runs. The money's going to a fantastic and underserved population who really do need the help. That didn't quite go as well as I hoped. There we go. Let me glance at my notes here, make sure I'm not missing something. Newman Hall, just did Newman Hall. Magic Hand. Do need 2 multi-bottle rockets at least. I lost my extra one. So that's one for Nessa's Nightmare. This is gonna be a multi-bottle rocket for what's it? I can't remember their name now, but I'm sure we'll see one and I'll remember it then, that's for sure. We'll use the last $200 on skip sandwiches. Oh, and I gotta do a gear check. I've got the seatbelt on the right person, but not equipped. I think the badge just gotta move over, and we need a menu. There we go. Bonk. There we go. Oh, I'm gonna want that one extra multi-bottle rocket back. I really am. I've just got a feeling. I feel it in my bones. I'm not trying to save, I'm trying to buy skip sandwiches. Boom. We're going to do a stairs glitch out of Winters again, but we're gonna do it from a different place. We're gonna head down south just a little bit, not all the way to Hesse, but to one of the tents right by, right in the Hesse Watching Club camp. And that's gonna be the launch point for our next out of bounds trip. Because as you can see, it's a very, very small room with very few graphics. So most likely, this is a shared tile sheet with something else. And even though there are no tents in Magicant, the tile shed that's shared there is Magicant. So when these are stairs glitch here, go out of bounds, swap back, and we'll be able to use our skip sandwich and run right into Magicant. If you're familiar with the game and you know how dangerous Magicant can be, yeah, we're gonna be able to go there with our full party, the full inventory. We'll be able to bring barbecue wings and all of our multi-bottle rockets. It's a much safer place. If you haven't played through the game and you want to avoid spoiler, just tune out for about 30 seconds. But this part of the game is meant to be played with Ness playing solo. There's a huge plot reason for that. But it's supposed to be a section where Ness is by himself, and the only help you really get is if you decide to bring one of the flying men with you. I think there's 5 flying men, and you can only add 1 to your party at a time. If they happen to get knocked out, you can go and replace them until you lose 5 of them, and then they're gone. You can't get any more. So it's a very, very dangerous place. You just don't have a lot of resources. If you're not ready for it, you don't know that part is coming, you might not put all your nice gear, nice equipment, any kind of healing items on Ness. You could be in a bit of a pickle there. But we're not going to have any issues with that. The other thing is that the enemies in Magicant are extremely powerful and annoying. I feel like I've missed a cue somewhere. Should definitely be in Magicant by now. Right, let me see if I can reel this back in. I think I'm in Forside now. Oh yeah, I'm super lost. That's okay, at least it's the easy stairs glitch. I think it's just southwest then. It should have been south of the tunnel and then southwest, but I must have missed my cue somewhere on where to turn. I think if I just go straight southwest, it's a little bit slower, but I should at least get a visual cue. But the enemies in Magicant are very, very strong, and they're very hard to run away from. Almost to the point where you have to land stats effects on them to be able to run away. There is somewhere in my very, very old Pajama Percent notes a chart of, okay, if you run into this enemy, use Hypnotize, put them to sleep. Run into this enemy, use Paralyze them, and then you can hopefully run away. But being able to bring everybody with you really makes Magicant a pretty easy place to get through. The one exception, I mean, there's a tunnel I was looking for, so it was just southwest. Yeah, you can see how lost I was. Look how far off I was. How quickly we got here this time. Let's add a flying man. I'm your Carge. I follow you here in Magicant. My name, let's say, Flying Man. Now the trick's gonna be getting the Flying Man through Magicant without losing the Flying Man. The other trick will be, I wonder how the game will handle having the flying man in a party. If we lose the flying man when we leave Magic Camp, I've got a fix for that, so don't worry. We'll bring a flying man with us one way or another. I'm just wondering how close to a vanilla we can keep it and still have a flying man with us. I've got one extra multi-bottle rocket if we run into trouble. Otherwise, I've actually got to fight these Kraken, make it a fair fight. That's why I knew they weren't Hydra, but I couldn't think of the word Kraken earlier. This is what the Kraken. You're just not gonna get out of the way. Just come here and let me blow you up. Kraken, really the only thing I'm worried about here. Oh, the flying man got a crit hit. Let's go. Still, the flying man can contribute some nice damage. Dungeon man can contribute some nice damage too. The thing about the guest characters is, of course, you don't control them. And if you're going up against a boss, say a final boss, that reflects damage back at you, and somebody in your party, you can't control their targeting of somebody in your party. Flying man's gonna be interesting. Interesting addition to the party. No. Alright, well, I need this last multi-bottle rocket for other things, so we're gonna have to wing it a little bit. I'm out of bombs. I'm just out of bombs. Another... Notice my having a flying man with me is it is extra damage here. Ouch. Flying man might be toast, though. Nope, we're good. Oh, but I do have a bit of an issue where I need enough. For the super bomb. I need enough PK points on Jerk Chicken to be able to res. Oh boy, and it's a % chance to res. I should have thrown a heal, but I don't think I would have been able to get to the turn order through the turn order in time. We might be learning backup strats and the backup strats here in a little bit, but let's see. Me to res? Didn't work. Didn't work again. Am I out of water? I'm out of water. Alright, so do we... I got a PK shield. Is it a PK shield or is it a psychic shield? I think it's a psychic shield on the boss. So I should be able to use my Dragonite and my super bombs. These Kraken are just not letting me through. Can you stop playing tree safety over there and let me by? Move! Oh my goodness, go away. Either go away or you're gonna come over here and get stuck in a rock. One or two. Okay. Now we definitely have a problem. Uh-oh. I'm not super worried because I know we can get through it. It's just gonna be a slog.
So how important is the experience routing in this route?
The only character I'm worried about EXP wise is really Paula. And let me actually see if she's got her. She needs, yep, that PK shield ability to put on everybody for the final boss fight. For Jeff, there's not really a number I'm looking for. It's just, it's nice if the higher level he is, the better. But whatever I end up with, I'm just gonna roll with it. I got two, I guess I got three options here. Let's do this. Move this protractor over. Let me check one thing real quick. I can't remember what type of shield this boss fight starts with. Is it psychic shield or a physical shield? Shield be... So don't open with PK attacks. Okay, somebody should be able to throw these super bombs and the Dragonite. They don't have. I should probably put up a PK shield now. Oh, if it's gonna heal, if you're gonna heal, that's a whole different ball game. All right. So this is the debug menu. We're gonna talk about this for a little bit because we got to need to pull up the translation guide here because I didn't want to hit the reset button and go back, and I figured it'd be a good chance to show it off even if this fight did go a little bit south, which it did. I have modded the game so that I have it on Protractor because that lets me do a couple different post-game donation incentives that I sometimes offer. And also, if a fight goes sideways like this, we can show it off a little bit. Stasium, it's not Stasium. Where's the health button? Where is the please give me my health back button? It is... There it is. It is under here. There we go. And we're going to let that tick up for a little bit. And we're going to heal our friend too. And we'll just heal everybody. And I'll have access to that multi-battle rocket like I'm supposed to. Oh no! And you're just going to one-shot me anyway, aren't you? Maybe not. What just happened here? Why do I not have access to party members? Why are you not upright? That's so weird. We can do this too. And other tricks. So this part of the menu lets me add items in. I need to bring food lunch real quick. It's 100. No. Yeah, it's healed my party members, but it hasn't rezzed them. That's weird. Yeah, go ahead and heal. Brain food lunch is supposed to res. Game, can you figure out what you want to do? How you want to work, please? Okay, you can do that. That's fine. We'll have to do magic count all over again, unfortunately. I think I said this earlier. This run is either 30 minutes under estimate or it's right at the estimate and there's no in between. I can't believe it didn't want to just res them with the heal. And then it didn't want to res them with the brain food lunge. That's so weird. That fat finger. Right, I need those Kraken to stay away, obviously. I can take 2 of them. I can't take all 3 of them, and then Ness's Nightmare. Or Jeff needs to just stay upright. That would be helpful too. That was the other thing too, is if I failed both of my res opportunities, and that usually doesn't happen either. There's just a whole sequence of bad RNG back to back to back. I'll grab another flying man too. Does Brainfood Lunch not res? I thought for sure that had a res on it. I'm thinking Cup of Life noodles. I got the wrong item in my head. I was thinking of the wrong food item, the wrong lunch item. I needed the ramen, not the brain food lunch. I don't have the guide in front of me. I think brain food lunch also has a res chance on it. It's the next person I need. Yeah, Ness's Nightmare has a lot of self-healing. You can see even with a full party, if you don't take it out very, very quickly, it's just going to heal itself, and then wait until it gets to, it pulls the RNG where it's just going to one-shot you. And then heal itself and heal itself. Come here. You're just not going to move no matter what I do. Alright, it's the other 2 I gotta dodge. Alright, good. Gotta stay there. Nope. Nope, that's not exactly what I asked you to do. Alright, you can stay there. You can stay stuck on that rock. Alright, that's 1 down. Should be able to get around this one too. No, you're in the wall. See, that's how this section's supposed to go. They just did not want to cooperate the first trip through. That's okay. And if you think we've had long cutscenes up to now in this game, you have not seen anything yet. So we got a bunch of EXP from fighting Ness's Nightmare, so we have to level everybody up. Then this is a huge moment in the plot. So we've got a lot of narration here, a lot of big long monologue here. Then, what we've supposed to have done is visited 8 different sanctuaries and absorbed the power and the power of the melody at each one of them, yada yada yada. And this is the point where Ness would truly absorb the power of all 8 parts of the melody into his heart, each of which gives him a nice big stat boost, as you're about to see in this rapidly advancing wall of text. Vitality boost, so on and so forth. And then at the end of all of this, Ness is going to get 200,000 EXP. It's not a scripted level up, as in, you know, it's just going to give you to level 40. No, it's just going to give you a flat 200,000 EXP. And in case you've forgotten, Ness has not been in the party. So Ness is now level 2, and level 3, and level 4. And we're going to be here for a little bit. We're going to be here for a lot of it. A long text. Game could have been scripted to give 200,000 points to the party leader, because vanilla, the only person in the party is going to be Ness. Could have done that. Could have put 200,000 EXP on Paul. It would have been so nice for the speedrun. Nope. Can't do that. So much less text to mash through. I think we get to what, 35? I think we get to level 35 here. And then the cutscene's not over. This is just phase 1 of the cutscene.
Well, then I'll take a moment to remind everyone, as we're in the final stretch of, or the back end of this run. I won't say the final stretch just yet, but you are watching Running for Reals 2024, raising money for the Real Hope Project. It is a charity organization that helps foster kids get into adoptive families through making videos, interviewing them, and helping them express themselves. If that sounds like a good charity and good cause, chip in a few dollars. If you've been entertained this weekend by watching all of the amazing speedruns, chip in a few dollars if you can. Type !donate in chat to find our Tiltify page. I think I got through all the level ups there.
Yep. And I'm just waiting here because this would say there's going to be a series of rapidly flashing images here as soon as I close this text box. I'm just giving everybody a chance who needs to look away for about a minute, I'll say. Give you a nice big buffer there with a minute. I know I think in literally every re-release of Earthbound, even the Mother 1 and 2 cart on the Game Boy Advance, a lot of these effects have been changed for photosensitivity purposes. Like here, rather than just flashing, it kind of fades from one image to the next. And a lot of PK abilities have been adjusted, but I'm playing on the original vanilla Super Nintendo version, so a lot of those harsh effects are still baked into the game, unfortunately. Also, there's Ness, and then there are 2 Jeffs, 2 Pauls, and 2 Poos. Don't worry about that. We've also got Pokey, and somehow Flying Man is still here. Still here. Which is interesting because Ness could clear Magic Can't in vanilla with Flying Man, and you don't get to keep Flying Man. So why do we get to keep I don't know. Okay. Also, we've just teleported to Saturn Valley, but it's very important that you realize we don't know how to teleport to Saturn Valley. In order to learn how to teleport to Saturn Valley, you have to walk into Saturn Valley, which is what I just did. Otherwise, it's another big fat 5-minute time loss to try and find a way to get back here without teleport. Yeah, I made that mistake once, and now I've just put it into the monologue for the run, and I've never forgotten it again. In order to complete this machine and go back to fight Gygus, we have to get a material from a crashed meteorite, which is what started this whole thing to begin with. So now we must go back to Onett, go back to the meteorite, and get a piece of the meteorite. And we need to go to Ness's house too. We can do that. I know how we can do that. Let's start by teleporting to darkness. Let's get our shopping trip done. Light of Winters. If I need to pick up any healing items, Light of Winters. Oh, come on. Let's make sure we're clear. Oh, see, I would have bonked again. Oops. I bonked on the same bush twice. Get out of here with that. There we go. Alright, so I need 2 multi-bottle rockets from the last boss fight. A little bit short on cash. I must have something to sell. Nope, or I'm just a little bit short on cash. How can I make that up? I can't make that up. Let me make sure. Let me do the math real quick. Do I need 21? Yeah, I can. Yeah, you can make that up. I'm worried about selling the magic tart though. Do I need to sell anything else? I need 21 more bucks. Oh, that's rough. Alright, let's sell Super Bomb too. That magic tart's gonna have to come in clutch. Definitely gonna need to buy a healing item now because this fight, the guy's fight's gonna be a little bit longer than I want it to be. Short a bag of Dragonite and a Super Bomb. What am I doing? Add a shot. Alright, check the gear. See pens on, frame badges on. Alright, good. What else big to sell? Did I like miss a drop that I could get to quickly? I don't think so. Yeah, this guy's fight's gonna take a little bit longer than usual, but we'll be okay. Still gotta get there yet. I need to go back to Annette, but right now we've just finished Magicant, which means we watch a cutscene that turned random enemy spawns back on. So if I go back to Annette now, it's gonna be swarming with the robot enemy spawns that I'm nowhere near high enough leveled for. So we're gonna have to find another way around them, and that's just gonna be to go out of bounds, be walking on air quote a staircase, so we can avoid the encounters altogether. Oh, and I have to go pick up our canine friend too. This is a good point, good spot to talk about. Earthbound gives you 2 guest character slots. You don't have a total of 6 party members because you'd think, well, 4 regular party members and up to 2 guests. It's not 6 spots. The guest party member spots are separate from your regular party member spots. So when I add, what do you call him, Spicy? When I add Spicy to the party, I don't exactly know what's going to happen. Spicy maybe just replace either Pokey or the Flying Man. He may just disappear, so I'm going to save real quick, just in case I need to do something with the debug menu to actually get him into the party. Fun thing about playing with the guest characters is you don't really know how it's going to act when you're going through the game in a weird order like this. Yeah, he won't even join the party because we're at the end of the game now, and that's fine. We can use the guest menu. In the debug menu, so we need to modify our party, remove a party member. We're going to remove, hold on. Before we're actually going to remove Pokey. It's a Pokey % run, but we're actually going to remove Pokey. Cause they don't, well, let's see. Let's see if it'll just let me add our friend first. Alright, so what's happened, it looks like, watch, I'll go outside. I think our, the dog and the flagman have combined into one party member. So let me go ahead and get rid of them both. Because you can see that's why they're not acting quite right and just kind of teleporting around. It's managed to combine 2 party members into one on that last spot. So let's get rid of our... Yeah, okay. And then add back... Wait. Add back in... Flying Man. And a doggo. There we go. Now we've got the right party. I think it would have had... What would have had to do? If I went to try to add our dog friend in before I started the Saturn Valley quest, I would have been able to add him in vanilla, but we would have run into the same problem where we needed to get rid of Pokey. Yeah, just out of cash. I wish I could afford a couple more super bombs, to be honest. Boom, boom. Yes, my preparations are complete. So we're gonna hop into the Fates of Sorter version 2. The first one... Oh, sugar. What happened to the first one? I can't remember what happened to the first one. This is the second one. We're gonna hop into this and go back into the past to go and fight Gygus. Back into the past, or we just changing locations? Yeah, it's Cave in the Past. So we've gone back in the past to go and fight Gygus at the Cave in the Past. If I remember correctly. The Master of the Starman technique is going to show up and give Pooh the ultimate Starstorm ability. Starstorm, not Starman. Yep. And then right about here, we're going to realize we're in the wrong place. Or rather, we're in the right place, but we're in the wrong time. We have to go way, way further back in time to actually find Gygus and fight him. And thanks to the power of, I guess, time travel, that technology that we need already exists. The problem is that in order to send us that far back in the past, we have to use a Faceless Order 3, which cannot teleport living creatures. So what we're going to do, and again, there's going to be a little bit of flashing in this cutscene, but what we're going to do is take the spirits of all of our party members out of their bodies, just extract, pop right out, pop the souls right out, and put them in the robots. And we are not going to discuss at all any of the implications of this cutscene. We're just going to keep it moving. It's no big deal. And then one last trip out of bounds to get us over to the boss arena, if you will. And then it's the last showdown. Wrong button. That's okay. Record, please. Thank you. It should be the last stage glitch of the run. Unless Gygas decides to be Gygas and just one-shot me on the first turn. If I get through the first turn, I'm gonna be a little confident. If I get through the first phase of the boss fight, I'm gonna be super confident. If I get through the wall of text without hitting the wrong button, that'd be even better, though. There's 3 phases to the Gygas fight. The first of which is by far the toughest to get through when you're severely underleveled like this. Because there's a chance he'll just use our favorite thing on this run is chicken wings, so the chance he'll just open up with PK chicken wings maximum level, and that's just gonna one-shot everybody at this level. He'll outspeed me, so I won't be able to get any kind of shields up. If I play my turn order right and I just kind of punt the first turn, I might be able to heal Paula, and Paula will survive for exactly 1 turn, and then after that it's really dicey, even if that gambit does work out for me. So I need Gygas to cast anything other than full party wipe on the first turn. Because if I can get through the first turn, Paula can put a shield over everybody and give me a couple of turns of freedom where I don't have to really worry about the incoming damage, and then I can start getting some damage out. The problem is that if there's going to be 2 targets here, and I'm not trying to fight Gygas, I'm trying to deal damage to heavily armed Pokey. I have to specifically target heavily armed Pokey, and I cannot control the targeting of either Spicy Wings or the Flying Man. So if the Flying Man deals what would be 150 damage to Gygas, not only does that damage does not count, it could be coming right back at me like a boomerang. But that's only for the first phase. I get through this first phase, everything's gonna slow down quite a bit. We're gonna be able to breathe a little bit easier, at least. So this first round's just critical. I'm gonna know right away if I'm hitting this reset button or not. Up a shield, get out a multi-bottle rocket on heavily armed Pokey, super bomb on heavy armed Pokey, and cross your fingers. Flyman through a punch. That's fine. That was just 1 point of damage, not too bad. That's not what I needed to see. Got a multi-bottle rocket out. How did Jeff not get hit? Huh? What just happened? Okay. This is a weird situation because not everybody died. And I don't know why. Alright, let's see if we get lucky with the res spell here. Flying Man got knocked out. Can take that. That should get me out of phase 1. It did get me out of phase 1. So now that Paula's not upright, this second phase is actually not super safe yet. In phase 2 of the fight, Gygas will use one of 3 abilities. One of the abilities, none of which you can really identify through text, you just have to watch the animation. One of the abilities is PK Flash, which has the chance to just immediately one-hit KO a party member. Buffalo Wings, Paula has an item equipped that blocks PK Flash, but nobody else does. And you can see how that's kind of an issue now, because I need to res her and everybody else might be on the brink of death as it is. Another ability that guys can use is PK Thunder. We have the Franklin badge, which will deflect lightning on directed at Paula, who needs to heal. I think we're gonna get out of this somehow. And then that's the third attack, which is a very, very minimum amount of damage, but has a chance to freeze the party member. That basically just means I'm going to lose a turn. Right now, I've got to get enough damage output to clear the second phase. There's basically only one ability that I'm worried about, and it will do chip damage every time that Gygus uses it. So there's a chance that he will chip damage me all the way down to 0 if I'm extremely unlucky. But right now, I'm in a good spot here. I just need to stop losing turns to being frozen. Come on, use lightning. Give me a PK Thunder. Not that. Okay. I don't have any more bombs to throw. Nice, Gygus also turn. Take those around here. Nice, let's go. Stop using the only ability that can deal damage to me, though. I don't have any more psychic points. This is what the magic tart was for. Nice. If this doesn't land, I'm out of kind of out of damage here. Nice. I had just enough damage. Okay, so if the one ability that can hit me, I don't know what it's called. I don't know what to call it because it deals elemental damage. But if it deals 8 damage per turn, I can eat what, 7 of those? Eat 7 of those if it always deals 8. I'm sure the number's a little bit random. But at this point, we're on the third phase of the fight, which means I don't have to worry about dealing damage. All I have to do is use, see, that was a 9 instead of an 8. All I have to do is use the pray command in each turn and have to pray 9 times, and then the fight is over. Time will end when the text for the last pray command starts showing up on the screen, which will be a little bit hard to catch, but I'll do my best to give you a heads up on it.
All right, everyone. Last chance for donations. In the final moments here of this fight, let's send in a little extra help from all our friends.
Exactly. We're going to be meeting seeing a lot of people that we were meant to have met along the way. Although we actually did pop in the Saturn Valley for a little bit. Spicy is still going to work for 1 damage per round. Good boy, Spicy. Stop that. Use something else, Gygus. Anything else in the playbook, Gygus. Stop it. So those are the members of the band The Runaway Five, who we did not meet in our adventures. But you get a ride on their bus a couple of times because their loud, awesome party rockin' bus is loud enough to scare ghosts away from a ghost-infested tunnel for you to get from Tucson to Threed. Yes, that's good. That's good. You didn't deal damage to me. Who's number 3? Is this Paul's parents? Yeah, so this is Paul's parents, Buffalo Chicken's parents. They run a preschool, so it's also the children at the preschool. I'm glad you've stopped trying to freeze me. Tony, back in at Snowden Academy, and all of Everyday Chicken's classmates. There's classmates here. They're all praying for our safety. That works for me, guys. Keep using that one too. That is whose younger sister and his mom. Oh, I guess and his other sister. But he's a prince, so that's the royal family of the WAM. Two, 3, 4, 5. Got 4 more to go. I think I got that count right. Yeah, it's Frank. Fail-proof Frank. Who is the first real boss you encounter in the game. Not one of the, like, Sanctuary bosses, I guess, but the first really tough fight you run up against in the game. No! Lost a turn. Took damage. I got maybe 3 more turns of that in me. Come on, come on, come on. You go back. Yeah, go back to doing that. So this is Ness's mom, who is worried about the safety of Ness for good reason, and that's because Ness is still stuck, for lack of a better word, in a basement somewhere in Threed, waiting for somebody to save him in his pajamas in a locked room by himself. So she's right to be worried, but not for the reason she probably thinks. Alright, 2 more turns. And everything's gonna start getting really fuzzy on the screen now. There does not exist enough bitrate and encoding and bandwidth in the world to stream this background without the resolution going to the bitrate going to shambles. One more turn. If I don't lose this turn, time's gonna be coming up very, very abruptly here. Or we'll have another turn in the run. One of the two. Alright, so we're gonna be ending the run here. Time.
GG.
Talk about skin of your teeth. That was what we have. Maybe 2 more hits we could have taken. My goodness. That was really close. Of course, the last but definitely not the least to answer the call for help is going to be the Running for Real chat. Everybody in chat, thank you once again for tuning in all weekend long, donating for all of the incentives and all of your favorite speed runs, just hanging out in chat, being cool. Thank you so much for everybody for tuning in.
You have any shout outs, and where can the people find you?
I am at SushiKishi on Twitch, YouTube, Discord. It'll be just at SushiKishi. I'm also trying to pick up some chess. So if you'd like to play chess, I am at Avalanche Surprise Rollup at chess.com because I didn't want to use the same as the channel name because I didn't want people like sniping the stream. But I am at Avalanche Surprise Rollup, like the wrestling maneuver, at chess.com if anybody wants to play some chess. I'm trying to learn the Vienna Gambit. Not the Vienna Gambit. I'm trying to learn, yeah, I think it's the Vienna Gambit. I can't even remember what the name of the system is now. But I've picked up a couple of chess sets. I'm trying to learn some openings. But I'd also like to clean this run up a little bit and try to submit this and Pajama Percent to GDQ. And I'm also trying to submit Link's Awakening and a couple of other silly games to GDQ. So I'm hoping to get back into streaming a lot more because I haven't been streaming too much recently, but I'm hoping to get back into it now and get some runs out there and keep submitting to GDQ. But yeah, if you want to play chess, hit me up. I am looking for other like-minded new players to play chess against rather than just getting my teeth kicked in and raked you. But
sounds good. Well, thank you so much for the run. Both of them have been highly entertaining. I don't know about you all out there, but I was enjoying myself. And yeah, I think this has been a fantastic marathon. We have over $2,500 raised, y'all. Thank you so much. I think with that, we'll have the go back to transition here, and I've been your host, Mediank, and I'm going to pass it back over to Zojalix to have some final words and close out this marathon.
Thank you so much, Maddie, for that wonderful job hosting. Thank you guys for just all of the incredible just the everything with this whole marathon. I'm completely blown away. I'm gonna actually